Hey guys, it's Amanda. Welcome back to my channel, and it's the end of a month. You guys know what that means. It's time for another bullet journal plan with me. So today I'm going to be setting up my bullet journal for the month of May. And before I get started, I just wanted to say that if you're a beginner bullet journalist or if you're confused how the system works, I definitely highly recommend you check out my very first bullet journal setup video. I explain everything there, so I will leave the link to it up in the corner there as well as in the description box. But getting right into it, as you can see, I'm drawing my May cover page right now, and I actually got my theme idea from you guys. A bunch of you guys in the comments suggested for me to do an ocean or a blue theme, so that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm drawing a bunch of these abstract wave designs all the way around, and I really love the way that it turned out. So if you have any theme suggestions at all, feel free to leave them in the comments below, and I might just do it for the next month. While you guys watch me finish up my cover page, I just wanted to showcase some of your spread recreations from my last Plan With Me video. A ton of you guys sent me pictures on Instagram and on Snapchat, and it seriously makes me so happy. Especially when you guys say that I inspired you to start bullet journaling. Like, it's just crazy to me. So I just wanted to say thank you, and I think I'm going to continue showcasing your recreations in these Plan With Me videos. So if you want to be featured in the next one, feel free to send me a picture over on my bullet journal Instagram account. I also do repost some of your spreads there as well, so follow me. It's just at Amanda Rach Doodles. Again, thank you guys so much. I cannot explain how much it means to me and how much it makes me smile whenever I see a picture of you guys recreating my designs. But back to the drawing, the color that I'm using in the video is the Tombow dual brush pen, and it's in the color 533. It's like this really soft cauliflower blue color. Shout out to the people who know where cauliflower blue came from. But I also ended up using the Zebra Mildliner, and this is in the darker blue shade. It's still like pastel, but it definitely is a bit darker than the Tombow shade. And I just used this to fill in to give it some more accents and give the drawing some more movement. And I really do love the way that this cover page turned out. I feel like it really does set the stage for the ocean theme that we have going on this month. Alright, so we're just about finished with this cover page, and side note, it does bother me that the May is not centered in the page, but that's what I get for not planning it with pencil ahead of time. I know some of you guys are going to mention it, so that's why I'm bringing it up. Don't worry, it's bothering me too, guys. But on to the monthly log for May. If you guys remember, in last month, I switched over to a double page monthly layout just because I wanted more space for my personal events. And I found that this worked really well for me, so I just decided to do it again. So on the personal side, I double spaced the vertical numbers and had 2 columns going on. And then on the YouTube side, I went with the more traditional calendar layout so that I can visually see my video schedule and plan out everything accordingly. And oh, on the bottom for decoration, of course, I added more of these waves. I don't know, there was a blank space, so I just decided to fill it in. By the way, if you're curious as to what pens and materials I'm using, I will leave a whole list in the description box below, as well as link everything for your convenience. I get questions all the time about what I use, and always check the description box, guys, because more often than not, I usually leave everything linked down below for you guys. For my YouTube monthly spread on the other page, I decided to go with a bit of a different calendar aesthetic. Instead of including all of the vertical calendar lines, I decided to go with only using the horizontal, and it gives a kind of more of a clean, minimal aesthetic. Oh yeah, I was too lazy to get a ruler, so I just decided to use my pen as a ruler. I am the queen of laziness, guys. But yeah, nothing too crazy around here. I like to keep my monthly spreads pretty functional just because this is kind of like my go-to hub when I'm planning out my month. Of course, you guys know every month I do my YouTube monthly growth tracker in the corner. Nothing has changed for this. It pretty much looks exactly the same as it did in the beginning, but it works for me. Another thing that I added in the other corner on the other side, which you guys will see soon, is my monthly goals section. I used to call this a future log, but I found that I just want to have some main goals, so I just changed up the name of it. But now on to my monthly habit trackers. I used my Tombow dual brush pen to do some calligraphy for the titles, and I mentioned in my last Plan With You video that I've been getting more into calligraphy and I've been practicing a lot. And I did get a ton of comments from you guys asking how you can learn calligraphy or how you can improve your handwriting, so I partnered up with Skillshare to show you guys how I learned calligraphy. If you don't know, Skillshare is an awesome online learning community with over 15,000 classes. They have classes in design, photography, calligraphy, of course, and they even have classes in like business leadership and computer programming. So no matter what you're interested in, there's definitely a class on Skillshare for you. Anyone can take a class, try a project, or even teach a class. You can also download these classes and watch these videos and learn from your phone, which is super cool. Premium membership begins around $10 a month for unlimited access to everything on Skillshare, but I have a link to a 2-month free trial in the description box. So if you are interested in learning calligraphy, definitely utilize that 2-month free trial because you have nothing to lose. I personally found it so helpful because you basically have someone taking you step by step and showing you all of the techniques, and I've definitely seen an improvement in my handwriting because of it. But back to the bullet journal, I'm finishing up with these trackers. I pretty much haven't changed the layout of these trackers since I've started bullet journaling just because they're easy to use, they're efficient, and especially for something that you have to fill in every day, I don't want it to be too complicated because I want to keep up with it and stay consistent with it. Oh yeah, of course I'm setting up my expense tracker. Next month I might have to do a double page spread for expenses because every single month I seem to run out of space, which is probably a bad sign, but I'm gonna see how this month goes. Hopefully I can control my purchases, but if not, next month I'm gonna have to figure out something to give me more space. Flipping over to the next page, I'm doing my video idea and brain dump page. And I ended up spelling video wrong and messing up, so I covered it up with some washi tape that I got from Muji and writing over top of it with the same brush pen from Tombow. And I actually liked the way that it turned out, especially because the washi tape kind of matched the color scheme that I had going on for this month, so it kind of worked out in the end. I also did the same thing for the other side just because I needed to make it look cohesive, but I also, after writing on it with the black pen, I used my white gel pen to kind of add a drop shadow so that the letters popped out from the tape a bit more. And lastly, moving on to my weekly/daily spreads for the first couple weeks of May. For the first week, I went with something a bit more simple. Again, I really didn't change anything up in terms of the layout, like it's the same kind of look with the sidebar on the left side and then the main daily spreads on the center, just because I found a system that really works for me and I'm very efficient in it. So once you find something that works for you, you should really stick with it. Who knows, down the line I might switch back to certain layouts, but as of right now, I do really enjoy this. I put my events that I have to do in the sidebar, and then I put the tasks that I have to do in the daily spreads for that specific day. I hope this makes sense. In terms of decorative elements, of course, I added a little like post-it sticky note thing and a motivational quote just to add to the whole aesthetic and fill in all of the blanks. But yeah, I enjoy the way that this one turned out. It kind of has a very relaxing vibe to it. As I've mentioned before in previous videos, I don't usually set up my weekly spreads this far in advance, but you guys love seeing different spread inspirations and layouts, so that's why I'm doing 2 weeks for you guys here. And for the second week, I decided to showcase my new and improved calligraphy skills, thanks to Skillshare, with these titles. And I'm using my Tombow Fudenosuke brush pen for this. And then for the numbers, I decided to do like underwater bubbles to go along with the ocean theme that we have going. And I just did some scribbles, put the numbers, and then I did some bubbles around it. I don't know. I kind of just winged it. Wow, this voiceover is a mess. I'm sorry guys, but you can kind of just see what's going on. I suck at voiceovers, I'm so sorry. For this one, since there was no sidebar, I did my weekly events in the bottom corner, and then to fill in the blank space, I went back in with the washi tape. So here is a final flip through of my May bullet journal setup. If you guys want to check out any of my other bullet journal setup videos, I will leave the whole playlist linked down below. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye guys!